Hey guys, good afternoon. So today is Tuesday, March the 9th, and I'm using a different computer because I'm using my normal computer to do the phonics assessments today. So I'm a little blurry for some reason. I don't know why it's blurry. But anyway, but I'm going to try to get this lesson recorded quickly so that I can get it up to you guys. But then I have to have another meeting. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started on our lesson. And we are on lesson 7 today in phonics on unit 5. All right. And the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to do some mix it ups. All right. I'm going to do some mix it ups today. Our first word is the word chart. Man, this is taking forever. Why is it so slow? Our first word is the word chart. Chart. And we're going to change the t in chart to mm. Wow. Eventually my screen will come on. There we go. So the word is chart, and we're changing the t to mm. What is the new word? It is chart. I skipped that whole slide. Let's try this again. There we go. It's the word charm. Well, that was just a big old mess, wasn't it? All right, our next word is the word quack, like a duck says quack. We're going to change the I to I. So the new word on the curve is quick. Very good. All right, the next word is the word same. Same. And we're going to change the to v. So it is save. Good. Our next word card. Card. And we're going to change the d to t. So the new word is cart. Good. Next, we have the word court. Court. And we're going to change the t to s. So the new word is going to be course. Good. The next word is sword. Sword. And we're changing the d to s. So the new word is source. The next word is porch. Porch. And we're going to say it without the ch. So the new word is just pour. The next word is spite. Spite. And we're going to say it without the p. So our new word is sight. The next one is jab. Jab. And we're going to change the I to awe. So the new word is job. Good. The next word is the word barn. Barn. And we're going to change the n to j. Barge is the new word on the curve. Good job. All right. Oops, I mean to do that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at some words and we're going to manipulate those phonemes. And you've already seen the first word. It is built. So we have built. Ult is the blend. And we're going to get rid of that first sound in the blend, the ol part. So now we're just going to have bit. So what is the new word on the curve? That's right. It's the word bit. Good. The next word is chimp. Chimp. So we break that apart. We have chimp. The is the blend. We're going to get rid of which part of that blend? Yes, the So now we just have chip. Chip. What is the new word on the curve? It is chip. Very good. Our next word is plunk. Plunk. So if we break that apart with the blend, we have plunk. Is the blend. We're going to get rid of that first sound. So now we just have pluck. Pluck. So what is the new word on the curve? It is pluck. Very good. Now our next word is the word stomp. Stomp. If we break it apart to the blend, we have stomp. Is the blend. And we're going to get rid of which part of that blend? The So now our new word is just stop. So the on the curve is stop. Very good. Next word is chant. Chant. So we have chant. The nt is the blend, but we're going to get rid of the first sound of that blend. And so now it's just chat. Chat. So what is the new word on the curve going to be? It is chat. Very good. Next is the word risk. Risk. So if we break that blend apart from the rest of the word, we have risk. Is the blend. If we get rid of the first sound of the blend, we have Rick. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, someone was on the phone. All right, so our next word is cold. Cold. If we break that apart, we have old. Old is the blend. We're going to get rid of the first sound of the blend. So now we just have code. What is the new word on the curve? Code is the new word on the curve. Very good. Next is the word salt. Salt. So we have salt. Alt is the blend. We're going to get rid of the old part of the blend and have salt. What is the new word on the curve? Salt is the new word on the curve. Very good. And then our last word is the word tank. Tank. All right, so we have tank, and there's a special ng sound, the ng, but we're going to get rid of it. And now we just have tack. Tack. The new word is tack. Very good. All right, it is time for the spoonerisms. And today's is easy. You should get it, no problem. It is good ball fame. Good ball fame. What do you think that's supposed to say? Good ball fame. This one doesn't have any blends to switch. It is football game. Very good, guys. All right, so our learning targets for today are I can find the subject and predicate in sentences. I can read and identify words with the schwa spelling. And I can partner read, which we can't partner read, but you can read with a partner at home, the story The Hungry Troll. All right, so let's take a minute and review. We have learned about subjects and predicates in the last, especially yesterday in the last lesson. So the subject of the sentence tells who is doing something, and it always contains nouns, okay? But the subject often comes at the beginning of the sentence. And the predicate of the sentence contains the verbs, and that is telling what is happening in the sentence. That tells what the subject is doing. So today we're going to play a game to review subjects and predicates in sentences. Um, well, we can't really play the game because you guys aren't here with me, but you can play against someone in your house. Okay, so it's called Climb the Ladder, and you are going to be in two teams. So it'll be you and your partner, whoever your partner is. You two can play against each other. Okay, so I'm going to read a sentence out loud to you, and you are going to tell me the subject and the predicate. And each time that you are correct, you get to move one ring up the ladder, and the first team at the top wins. Okay? So here's the first sentence. We're going to find the subject and the predicate. The bike rolled down the hill. So it's you go first, and then your partner can go for the next sentence, okay? So the bike rolled down the hill. What is the subject of that sentence? So what is that sentence about? It's about the bike. And what did the bike do? Rolled down the hill. So the subject is the bike, and the predicate is rolled down the hill. Did you get that right? If so, you get to step up to the first ring on the ladder. All right, so now it is your partner's turn to go. Two cats chased the mouse. So what is the subject? Who is that sentence about? And what did the subject do? So what is the predicate? So the subject is two cats, and the predicate is they chased the mouse. So if your partner got that right, they get to step up to the first ring with you. All right, now it's your turn again. Jeff loves to read. What is the subject of the sentence? Who or what is doing the action in that sentence? It is Jeff. Good. What does Jeff do? What's his action? He loves to read. So Jeff is the subject. Loves to read is the predicate. So if you got that one right, you get to step up to the next ladder ring. The next sentence, Mike wrote a letter. What is the subject of that sentence? What's the predicate of that sentence? So the subject is Mike. What did Mike do? He wrote a letter. So that is the predicate. Mike is the subject. Wrote a letter is the predicate. So if your partner got it right, they get to move up. I built a playhouse. What is the subject and predicate of that sentence? So the subject is I. And what did I do? I built a playhouse. So the predicate is built a playhouse. Good. If you got it right, you get to move up to the third step on the ladder. Ben likes apples. What is the subject of that sentence and what is the predicate? So Ben is the subject of the sentence and likes apples is the predicate. Good job. If your partner got it right, they get to step up to the next ring. Jesse's dad makes funny jokes. All right, so what is the subject? This one's a little tricky. What is the subject of that sentence? And what is the predicate? All right, so the subject is Jesse's dad, not just Jesse. It's Jesse's dad because who makes the funny jokes? Jesse's dad makes the funny jokes. So Jesse's dad is the subject, and the predicate is makes funny jokes. Jamie's mom likes to run. What's ow, what's the subject of that sentence and what is the predicate? So Jamie's mom is the subject, and what does Jamie's mom do? Likes to run. So that's the predicate. So you guys should be up on the fourth step of the ladder by now if you got them all right. Jim works hard. What is the subject of the sentence and what is the predicate? So Jim is who the subject, who the sentence is about. And what does Jim do? He works. Matt went bowling. What is the subject and what is the predicate? So Matt is the subject. And what did Matt do? He went bowling. So that is the predicate. So if you guys got all of them right, you should both be all the way up to the fifth step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should all be all the way up here. Congratulations. All right. So we are going to review some stuff in our flip book. So we're going to review some of our vowel spellings that we have learned so far this year. So I want you to think about the individual code chart to help with this. What are some of the sounds that we have learned so far this year? Think about all the sounds that we have highlighted in red and green. Okay, good job. We've learned a lot. So I need you to remember that every word in English must contain a vowel sound. And I also need you to remember that words that contain more than one vowel sound have more than one syllable. And a word has as many syllables as it has vowel sounds. So let's look at the word happy. We have a and e. So we have two syllables in this word. Hap, e. We have the word under. We have the vowel sound and So we have und, two syllables in that word. So today we're going to learn a new vowel sound. It's called the schwa sound, but that is not the sound that it makes. That's just the name of it, okay? So let's all say this word together. Ready? Schwa, schwa. The tricky part of that word is the SCH because it just sounds like SH. So the symbol for the schwa sound is this upside down E. Have you guys ever seen this before? Maybe in like a dictionary or a book somewhere or glossary. It is a vowel sound. And the exact pronunciation of schwa, it differs from person to person and from place to place and from word to word. However, there are many words and many parts of the United States that schwa sounds a lot like and there are some words in some regions of the United States where it is pronounced more like eh. It's a tricky one. So how do you pronounce this word? What would you say about to say this word? So if I'm just looking at this word, I could pronounce it abe out, abe out, about. Does that sound right? About. Okay. This U is usually pronounced with the schwa sound at the beginning. So if we were to decode this word like normally, like I just did, it would not sound like a normal recognizable English word. But instead of the A, we usually say Now that's not everybody, because I still say sometimes about. I know like North in Canada they say a boot, but sometimes it's usually pronounced with the sound, which remember the schwa sound in some words says uh. What about this word? How would you pronounce this word? So if we were to stretch it out, we would say a for aid. Afraid. Is that how we normally say it? Afraid? Or do we say afraid? Afraid. So we normally pronounce the first the initial A, as the schwa sound for Look at this word. What about this word? How do you say that? We could say ch in a chine or chine. Chine. Does that sound right? What about China? So the A at the end of the word is the schwa sound with the So sometimes when you have a letter at the beginning, an A at the beginning, like afraid and out, or you have the letter at the end, like in China, it usually has the sound instead of a. Okay. So you will often see that the a, as the schwa at the beginning of the word, like in about, or at the very end of the word, as in China. So it is a vowel sound, and we're going to trace the vowel sounds in green. Look at this power bar, guys. This power bar is big. What does that tell you about the schwa sound in the word a? Okay, hold on. I got to go do my Zoom call, but I will be right back. All right, so we know that when the power bar is this big, we know that that means that that is a very common way to spell that sound. So we know that the schwa sound can be spelled with the letter a lot. So we're going to go look at our code chart, and we're going to highlight that schwa sound in green because it is a vowel sound. Remember that, guys. I'm having all kinds of problems since I'm on this computer. Here we go. I haven't been logged onto this computer in a while, and it's giving me trouble. All right, so we're going to go. We're going to go to page 7 of the code chart. There we go, page 7. Oh, and there it is. The schwa sound with the letter A spelling. Okay, and we're going to highlight this. Oops, I don't need a text box. Wrong thing. Here we go, green. We're just going to highlight this in green. Okay. All right, so there are other spellings that can also stand for a schwa sound. And another spelling for the schwa sound in many words is the letter E. So let's practice reading these words, okay? So we have the word benefit. So there's the letter E that says the schwa sound. Benefit. Severe. Decay. Appetite. Tennessee. So the letter E can also make the schwa sound. So let's go back to our code charts. Oops. Well, I'm trying to move this, so I want to let me move it. There we go. I really like my other computer better, guys. Okay, so here is the letter E for the schwa sound, like in the word debate. I'm going to make this one a little bit darker. There we go. Okay. All right, and we're actually going to skip that part. Okay. We are going to skip this part actually because there's really no way for us to do that together. Let's see. All right, so the only other thing that I need for you to do today is you are going to reread the story, The Hungry Troll. We read it last week, but I want you to reread it again today. And I want you to be thinking while you were reading it about a couple of questions. I want you to think about the question about what adjectives the author used to describe the troll's cry. Okay, think about how did he describe the cry of the troll? And why didn't Gus hear the troll? What was he doing? We talked about that one already. So you should know that one. All right, and then what I want you to do for your word of the day today is you are going to tell me the adjective that the author used to describe the troll's cry. Okay, so you need to make sure that you read the story very carefully and tell me that is your magic word for the day. The adjective the author used to describe the troll's cry. Right, so that is actually all that we have for today. I hope that you guys had a great day, and I will see you regular tomorrow, videos or live classes, whichever class that you are in. And then remember, on Thursday, you will log in either at 8 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the afternoon to take the math test for Miss Stockwell. Okay. And for those of you that have not logged in at all this week for either the ELA test, the phonics test, you will need to log in Friday afternoon to complete those. All right. So I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you later. Bye.